Hey guys, Kuzo here, back with another stream. Hope you're having a good day like always. I'm gonna grab some links here like I normally do, so I can share it to my social media. Welcome if you're new OG, or mediocre new, or never been here before. Either way, welcome. Alright, so there we go. Post on Insta. Now we go to the Tweeter Twatters and post there, and we're set. Do that. Push that off to the side. Get rid of this. Hey, what is up, everyone? Rolling in. This is gonna be a pretty chill stream today. I'm just gonna be doing a lot of inking. I did throw over some of the tools I have, so hopefully everything should be fine here. I'm using a different pen than I normally use when actually inking stuff on here. I started inking characters that are further away with a bit cleaner pens that are that don't have texture to them. I use texture like the manga texture pens on everything else, but I started using less manga texture pens. Ooh, let me get this closer. Less manga texture pens for the characters that are smaller and further away. I found that it kind of makes it feel just a little bit better. Like when I zoom out here, you're gonna be seeing at this distance. I think this looks good. What's up, Christian? What's up, Mohammed? What's up, Gio? What's up, Isaiah? What's up, Otaku100? What is up? It's a long name looking thing. It's I'm not gonna. What is up, everyone rolling in? Seeing everyone here. I was just wondering when you were going to go live again just a second ago. Well, I'm here now. I graduated high school today. That is awesome to hear, Adam. Or Christian. That's awesome to hear. It's always a good thing, always a good thing. We're all so proud of you. We're all so proud of you. Gotta get out there somehow. Okay. But yeah, that's awesome. At least that's out of the way. You going to college? If not, no pressure. If you are, also no pressure except for the fact that it costs money. So no pressure, but pressure. Got that. I honestly need to focus a lot on this stuff. So, kinda on deadline crunch stuff here. Yeah, I know. Some of this is gonna look a little weird. I know. I regret. I'm just not. I'm not good enough. Not good enough. Not fast enough. Just not there. Wish I was. Yo, new face reveal. Yeah, I've been doing it like this for a little while. We got 40 people in here. Good to see everyone. Remember to hit that like button. Because hit the like button. We can grow our family here on the streaming channel. Grow the family. If you graduate high school, does that mean school's out? For peeps? I know it's different across the US and especially different in other countries. Does that mean most people are off in the US? Does that mean my streams can be more successful during the day? Does that mean kids will be watching my videos during the day? Kids, teenagers, whatever. Same difference. No, okay. Hey, what's up, Louie? Just dropping by to say what's up. What's up, Louie? Hopefully you're doing good. Oh, Kuzo, I was, you're saying watching, but you mean reading my comic, but like when I was trying to read last episode of the app said I need to download it, but then when I tried to download the app, it was incompatible. It must be the phone or tablet you're using. It's on Android and iOS, so you must have one of the more niche Androids, I would have to say. I'm good. Moving to another country tomorrow. Oh gosh, what country, Louie? What? You're moving, says Cree. Yeah, exactly. Hey, and by the way, what's up, Cree? Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you doing, bro? I'm doing alright. I'm tired. I am definitely tired. I woke up, I felt like a truck hit me this morning. It was so weird. I didn't start feeling better until later afternoon. It was so stupid. I don't know what that was about. Other than that, deadline stuff. Deadline stuff. By the way, what kind of phone do you have? For the person who's saying that didn't work for them. Because typically, like, Voice Me is curious about what phones it doesn't work on when that does happen. So that way they can try to get stuff compatible. It's really hard to get it to every single device, you know? Because there's so many Android devices. That's one of the only good thing about iOS. It's kind of like very broad. Like you get it to iOS, it's like iOS is a pretty simple platform to create apps for compared to Android. Just because of the sheer amount of Android phones there are. There's always bound to be some sort of problem for somebody. I mean, same goes for iOS, but just because of the amount. It's crazy. $66 people in here. Good to see everyone. How you doing? Hey, Kuz, how much time do you draw day to day? It really depends. But today, I mean, I've been drawing since like 10 in the morning, so as it looks far away, this is going to be about that distance. Alright, and that's fine, I guess. said you're so excited. Did I miss where you're moving? I feel like I missed where you're moving. Hong Kong. Oh, jeez. You're moving to Hong Kong for the summer? Dang. That's different. Do you know how to speak any Chinese? I wonder if I could read a maggot on a refrigerator. If your refrigerator has internet and the ability to download apps, possibly. Okay, I need to keep on moving on here. I know this hand looks weird, but there are some things in life where you just say, "I have a deadline," and move on. I have two options here. I could have someone else ink this, or I could ink this. I might opt out for someone else to ink it. Just see if I can do like a quick sketch over it. I'm super tired here. Let's go down even further on this, and let's go ahead and go. But that means I do have to do the final, like a cleaner. I'm actually going to be inking, I'm inking this page if I'm still here for it. I'm right now. I'm currently just trying to get another page ready for someone else to line, for Clayton to line the other liner. They call them lining. I always just call it inking, but my technical position when I'm doing what we call inks, they call it lining. I don't know why, but that's just how it goes. By the way, everyone, like, I'm telling you, the webcomic industry is becoming so interesting lately. I've been doing this for a little while, and I didn't start noticing until I started really looking into it. But yeah, even with everyone was pretty surprised when the news came out that Boichi, the artist for Dr. Stone, the mangaka for Dr. Stone, is going to Webtoons. He is Korean after all, but from what I know, I think. But that's still really big news because he was working in Shonen Jump, so there must be some sort of benefit to that, whether it be contract-wise or otherwise, or else a person wouldn't, swap out, if you know what I'm saying. There must be some sort of gain in that decision. This looks stupid here. Let me see. I need to be careful. But yeah, my day-to-day drawing is in the hour ranges. When I'm like on a deadline, I might like draw for 22 hours straight or something like that. Like, and I'm not even lying. I actually have screenshots of the time, because your iPad records the time that you work on stuff. Oh my gosh. Stop being so slow. grass, come down here with this, wrap around, come down, poke that out, some more grass, but I want to make more grass, like, I guess, maybe some more grass right there. I'll pull this down, go over here, hit that up, but just so everyone knows, we got 64 people in here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Been one of my biggest inspirations as of lately, man. Keep it up. Well, thank you very much. Luminade. That does not say lemonade. Luminade. Probably pronounce that wrong, but where can I see your manga? It is at voiceme.com. So this is the app. You can actually download it on your phone. Hopefully it works on your phone. But it's Voice Me. Here. That's how you spell it. You can also type it in, and it's a website as well. So you can read it. You scroll down. There's Madgate. But voila, we got a lot of chapters here. Some chapters are super fun and exciting. And almost at 500,000 views, so that's cool. This is the latest chapter. Pretty sick, if you ask me. But yeah, I actually kind of need to get that link. Never mind, you answered for it. Hey dude, what you think about Boichi joining Webtoons? Oh, I think I was just talking about that. I must have missed that when you said it. Yeah, I was just talking about that. I think it's, like I said, okay, let's just say that it makes sense because he's also Korean, which means working with whoever, if he's working, it depends on which department he's working with. My guess, if he's Korean, he's probably working with the Korean department. So one, there's going to be much less of a language barrier. Even if you know Japanese pretty well, there's probably much less of a language barrier when working with someone from your own country. So that's going to be a lot easier. Two, it's interesting that he went from Shonen Jump to Webtoons, but that's not to say that he didn't just do that because, from what I know, Dr. Stone is either on hiatus or it's not going right now, right? Am I wrong? I don't know currently what the status of Dr. Stone is, but I think it's not ongoing currently. Something like that. But let's just say if it's not going and Boichi is over there, and Shonen Jump is kind of strange in the way that they have an abundance of artists. They're not in short they're not short on artists, because there's a lot of really good really good artists over there. They're in more, it's more like a lack of talent in creating story and art. So basically it's a pretty competitive field when it comes to, he would maybe have like the option to become an assistant, maybe not even get on a full title. Even if he does get on a full title, I don't know how good his Japanese is, if he could have a really fluent workflow with like the language barrier, if there is a language barrier. See, these are things to think about. So he could have just gotten an offer from Webtoons and he was like, oh, I'm not working right now, yeah, I'll take it. So it could just be that. It literally could just be that. But I bet you anything Webtoons was also probably trying to dip their feet in there and be like, people are gonna talk about that, People, when they hear that, an artist that had an anime and it was in Shonen Jump and all that, and they get that artist, people are gonna talk. So they knew it would be, you probably got a pretty decent contract. Dr. Stone is done. Okay, see, that makes sense. yeah, so that took forever and a half. This is what it looks like without the undersketch. I'm hoping it's clean enough. It's clean enough to ink, but is it clean enough to hold the style when clean goes to ink it? That's the question. Now I have to draw these little turds over here. I hate these turds. This is gonna be the worst. Okay. Now I have this down here. Let me draw the turds. Let me draw the swords first. Let me just get these swords out of the way. These swords are gonna be such a pain in the potato. Okay, I also did that on the ink layer, so that's not good. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna cut. Oh, what? Did I not do that in the ink layer? No, I did. I just wasn't on it. Cut, paste. That's going to be going down here. Oh, outside of the folder. Outside of the folder. Okay, and this is also going to be going out here too. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's a sketch. I want to take 6. You know. There we go. Get that layered real quick. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna come in here. 67 people in here. Good to see everyone. I got like a 15-hour flight tomorrow, so I'm gonna dip. Have a good stream, but well, thank you very much, man. Hopefully you have a good 15-hour flight. Jeez, but yeah, man, have fun in Hong Kong. It's awesome. Kuzo says Emerson. Good to see Emerson. Familiar names I see. Swords are so hard to draw for no reason. I half-heartedly agree. One of my biggest regrets in drawing anything and designing anything in Madgate is my sword designs for Ian. I should have gone simpler. I just horrible idea. I was just like, you know what? Let me make the stupidest geometric shape that I would have to learn over and over and over again. Oh goodness. But that's fine. It's okay. It's alright. We're okay. We're okay. This sword looks really weird, and it looks like he's trying to take a dump. Yeah. I'm gonna leave that there for now. Don't at me. I'm gonna do that. It doesn't actually do that. We're gonna pull this forward a little bit more. Do that. I think it's actually gonna like dip in. I think we might even technically see the tip of it. I hate drawing the sword. You know, I think it's not even gonna like. This thing's not even gonna have any personality. I think that's what I was getting wrong. Is it's so almost straight that I was pushing it one direction or the other when it's not actually doing that. Unless I decided to turn it in his palm, like if I decided to take this part of it and turn it like this. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, I think I should actually do that, because then it just being a line there is kind of weird. There, see, that makes a little bit more sense, right? There you go. These are little things you gotta take into account when it looks stupid. Okay. What version of clips do you use? The EX, I think it is. Make that say in the manga. Yeah. Highbrow says, William, I will be drawing and only drawing on the plane. Well, dang. Planes are a little shaky, man. Drawing is going to be hard on the plane a little bit, I would think. But when it comes to, like, painting, I got away with painting on the plane, on a plane. Drawing's a little harder because it takes a little bit more, like, steadiness, depending on what you're doing. I mean, yeah, you could do, like, rough sketches and stuff and get away with it, but it's still kind of hard. Unless you got some sort of fancy plane. Woo! And you think I'm gonna actually, like, ink these swords properly? You are mistaken. Is that a turd? Nah. Not at all. Which one is better, Pro or EX? I think EX, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Okay, basically the one that's more expensive is going to be the better one. I mean, it would make no sense the other way around. So just go that logic. But like the more expensive one, you don't necessarily have to have. It has like really specific features. Okay, let's go ahead and turn. Oh, that's going to be his. That's what that is. I need to turn this down now so I can ink that. I am going to add another layer here so that way we can go ahead. I could use this and ink it, but do I want to? I don't know. Let's find out. By the way, my hand isn't like the most steady at the moment. I've been inking so much. You would think, oh, you ink more, your hand's more steady, but if you're inking too long in a row, that is not the case. Your wrist gets tired, your fingers get tired, everything gets tired. So we're going to be viewing at this distance, remember, so... What kind of drawing tablet do you have right now? I just want to know. Yeah, it's the iPad Pro 12.9 inch 2017 model. Yeah. use this again just because it's, right now I am not willing to deal with anything. So I actually think both of these should go in a little bit more. I think this one should go in, and I also think this one should go in as well. Yeah, that's relatively close to the other one. I mean, this is like, someone's gonna look at this for like 2 seconds. And it's not even the person at the front. I mean, yeah, they're gonna look at him, but... Hey, what's up, Marv? Good to see you. Another familiar face. Inkdrop Art Comics. What's up? Yeah, I'm gonna do the monthly payment thing. Yeah, monthly payment's really not that bad. It costs as much as Netflix. Like, that's why I don't really mind. Some people complain about it, but it's like, if you're an artist that's serious, this is one of the best programs you can have when it comes to lining anything, like manga. If you're primarily a painter, Procreate's just fine, you know? It's just fine. But when it comes to lining and comics and manga, Clip Studio ruins a lot of the other programs when it comes to just getting it and learning it and being fluent at it. Because once you get it, one, there's a smaller learning curve. Two, it's geared towards those artists, those specific mediums. There's, you know, comics and stuff has tools in here that are so useful for comic artists. It's crazy. So I admire the art and coloring for at least 15 seconds. Oh, well, thank you. Okay. Way too slow. It's okay. The more stressed you get, the worse things become. So let's let's actually let's get rid of that on the ink layer at least. Okay. I'm gonna leave the turds, well, not that actual turd, I'm gonna leave little butt heads. These guys in the background, I'm gonna leave them for last. But for now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually ink this. Flip. Ah, dang. I'm gonna have to actually do that. Shoot. Yep, and like I mentioned in my last stream, yes, I do my sound effects by hand. By the way, can you guys tell my hair is crazy today? Dude, my hair is nuts today. I'm actually thinking about cutting my hair. What's your guys' opinion on that? Not like I care about your opinion. Nah, but seriously. I'm thinking about cutting my hair. Pretty decently short. And I was thinking about doing it myself and just experimenting. Because, yeah. It's summer, and this is getting real. This little mop on my head is getting real annoying. Ooh. Man, dude, I really want to keep this out. This really want to keep that out, but then that limits us to like the middle. Shoot. It's so much easier to switch between layers like this. Oh. There we go. Cool. Limits us to the middle. Okay, so this is what we're looking at so far. Let's go to my poop layer. I believe it is right here, right? My poop layer. Okay. Let's do that. Let's turn this back on. Let's go poop layer, turn it up. Let's go back here, grab this, go to my color there, and let's go. How's that look? It is what it is. It looks alright. It doesn't look like the best, but it's fine. I think it's fine. So let's go up to lining. Well, let's go back down here. Turn that down. Let's go back up to the lining for this. Oop, down to black. There. Got 67 people in here. Good to see everyone. Whip. Whip, is that the sound of the turd? No, that'd be a lot more like blip, blip, blop. Kuzo's power comes from the locks. You can't cut them short. I don't know about that. If you touch your hair, I might do something. I'll do something you might regret. Oh gosh. Got 79 people in here. Good to see everyone. We got 91 likes. What's your method for character designs? All my characters look basically the same. I don't know if there's specific method I really have for like variation. I mean, if all your character designs look the same, you're gonna have to start like looking at what makes other characters, what makes them look the same, and then look at other characters and then kind of compare the difference. It's gonna really be your best bet there, because I mean, other than that, what else can you really do? Not really. you're gonna want to study other character designs and see what makes them look great. Basically, there are some things like learning how to do big, medium, and small, but there's also like what makes your characters look the same and what makes these other characters look different. You're gonna want to compare and contrast. Just like when someone asks, am I good enough, how do I know if I'm good enough to enter this, or be a professional, or enter Riot Games, or whatever? How do I know if I'm good enough? And it's like, compare yourself to the people around you, so, or the people that are in the thing that you want to go into. That's your best bet. So, do I have to finalize this? Or should I just ink it? I think I gotta sneeze here. Okay, I do have to sneeze, but I think it went away. Okay. Yay, more swords. Fantastic. So for speed's sake, some of this I've been going a little bit more rough with the sketches than I have been in the past 2 chapters, and that's only because I have to get some specific things done here. How's it look from a distance? Looks good from a distance. Cool. I'm not actually using my brain right now. I'm just like doing stuff. I'm not like, that sounds stupid, but there's you kind of coasting from stuff you know and kind of using your brain, and then there's like actual full coasting where you're not really using your brain. You're really just doing stuff that you know, and you're not really thinking too hard at all. And then there's actually like really thinking and like taking in what you're drawing, and that's very mentally intensive, as well as it's kind of like a state you have to like work yourself into, which I should start doing right now, because once you get into it, spoiler alert, by the way. How do you guys like this angle? Wait! Hey, Kuzomari, you draw the neck in motion. It's something I'm a little stuck on it. Draw the neck in motion. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but I'm guessing like if someone was like moving their neck like this, or like, like doing something like that. I'm sure you're not talking about like, because when you think of someone saying something in motion, you're thinking of like, how do I draw an arm in motion like this, compared to like if you say a neck in motion, it's like someone's like why didn't I get a notification? I don't know, man. YouTube, it's probably because I've been a little dodgy with some of my streams and stuff. I need to get a little bit more regimented with my streams and all that good jazz. Like, I have the YouTube stuff. I have a video for YouTube. I need to do, it's just things have been quite chaotic lately. Honestly, ideally, I really want to get back to like doing multiple YouTube videos a week. And I'm not just talking about streaming, I'm talking about actual YouTube videos. Like, I want to do this. Alright, let's think. Use your brain. Kuzo, use the brain that you have been given. You are not good enough as it is. You are a loser. You are nothing compared to the people you look at. You must become better. You are nothing. Honestly, that's not right, but this is a really weird angle either. But anyways, so I might be able to get away with it. What are we doing here? So this is, what the hell you say? What is that line even? What am I trying to do here? Because I know this actually pulls in like that. I mean, I'm gonna do what I know, so. Got 62 people on here and 100 likes. Good to see everybody. Did I study any caricature artists? If so, who? No, I didn't particularly. I've studied some caricatures on Instagram, or sorry, Pinterest that I saw, and I saw them and I was like, ooh, these look cool, you know, stuff like that. Okay, how thick I made these leg lines. Huge contrast to the face. I like the lines of the face, but I accidentally made the lines on the legs so thick that the face isn't standing out enough now, which is not ideal. Alright, come on, dude. Let's do this. Stop being so slow. Just work. See, you're hearing me encourage myself in somewhat of a demeaning, kind of mean way. Is this completely accurate muscle-wise? 100% not. Are we rolling? We rolling. Alright? We're rolling. Is it? Oh my gosh, 7:17. 75 people in here. Good to see everybody. Don't forget to leave a like, lads. Says just some girl without a mustache. I agree. Thank you very much. How to get over art block? Oh, well. art block can be can happen for multiple reasons. So there's no one way to get rid of art block. You could be burnt out, or could just have no inspiration to draw. There could be several different reasons, so there's no one particular way to actually get rid of art block. It depends on why you don't feel like drawing. Or even if you feel like drawing and you're saying you don't know what to draw, that's a lack of knowledge of not knowing. Because basically, if you're good enough, you may not have something you want to draw, but you can draw anything. You just have to start. Sometimes you just gotta start. My thing is, if I don't feel like drawing, or if I have some sort of blockage, sometimes I'll go ahead and do like a study or something. But at least that way you're practicing. And you're not standing still, you're moving forward at least. Yo, it is hot up in this room right now. So people are going to be viewing it from this distance roughly. Alright. I know these hands aren't perfect. Nothing I do is going to be perfect. Hey Kuzo, how many hours a day would you suggest to improve in drawing? 7, 8, 9, 10. So 81 people in here. Good to see everyone. 108 likes. Glad to see everyone here chilling while we draw. I would say just to improve, you could draw 3 hours a day and improve. One, it's important to know what to do during those times you're actually practicing. Two, you don't have to push yourself to those limits necessarily. Sometimes there's diminishing returns after a certain point. What I mean by that is, if you push yourself too hard, sometimes your brain just, there's a point where it's not going to be absorbing any more information. So that's why sometimes it's good to just know when to actually practice certain things that you need to work on as an artist to improve, and then actually just go ahead and, if you feel like you have time to just keep on drawing, because you could always improve your draftsmanship just by literally drawing, just putting in those hours. I've always been I've always been the person that says if you put in this many more hours than the other person, you're obviously going to get better faster, and that's extremely true. But there is a point of diminishing return. So I would say anything from like 3 hours and up a day is good. Hey, what's up, Connor? Connor Ahmed? Sorry, I'm bad with things like that. But thank you very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate, like always. How long did it take you to draw a hand? Don't know exactly what you mean by that. That's kind of vague. Learn how to draw hands, or learn to draw a hand. Like, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that question. Because I didn't really learn how to draw hands for actually quite a long time. I mean, I drew hands, but they didn't look good. And I always say if you learn how to draw hands good, that's typically a sign that you're close to being able to draw the body good. Because hands are just as complicated as the body. That face looks stupid on Ian. Not happy with myself there. See what it looks like from this direction. He looks like a rodent. Looks like a rodent. Thanks for the response. I appreciate it. No problem. I think he means how long it took you to understand how to draw hands correctly. Probably. Like I said, that varies quite drastically. It's not a easy to answer thing. There's no point where I remember just being like, it's one of those things that just you learn over time while learning everything else. Yeah, there's no particular time I remember being like, wow, eureka, I know how to draw hands. If you study just hands, you'll be able to draw hands pretty fast. I mean, decently fast. You want to learn the, general basics of a hand. Just like when you want to go learn how to draw a body, you want to learn the general basics of a body. Make sure everything here is going okay. Alright, cool. 68 people in here. Good to see everybody. Honestly, I think that's going to go up that way. Let's flip it again. Yeah, it is. Oh, no. Man! Push me all the way down here again. Looks like a rodent. He looks like a rodent. Looks like a rodent. Looks like a rodent. I wonder if I took this part. That looks a little bit better. Interesting. Okay. Do I like Colombian food? I'm not sure if I'm familiar with what would be considered Colombian food. Like a specific type of food that's Colombian. I'm pretty open to most foods that, as long as they're not fish, I like a lot of foods. I am not a big seafood person. When I say not a big seafood person, I mean I hate seafood. I wish I liked it, because I know it would open up like a whole new like just things to eat. You know, it's kind of feels like I'm just eating like vegetables, beef, vegetables, chicken, vegetables, beef, vegetables, turkey, beef, turkey, bison. It's all like this stuff that's like either poultry or some sort of thing that runs around on 4 legs. Eggs. 64 people. Good to see everybody. Hey, what's up, third? Am I too late? I've already lost my insanity a little bit, and everything looks horrible, so you're just in time. Yeah, nothing's going too well. But good to see you, man. Glad to see you here. Hopefully you're doing good. Not even sushi? No, man, I don't like sushi. My body, my taste buds will not let me like the taste of seafood. I gag. I want to. I've tried to like slowly introduce myself to it, and anytime I taste seafood or smell it, I gag. I really wish I did like it, because I know some of it's actually pretty healthy for you. I know certain fish is pretty healthy for you. You watch their streams. Do it. Horrible? Yes, horrible. Bad stuff. Not good. Not doing so good right now. I guess you could say I've also started... No, I wouldn't say that. I was going to say I started being more critical with myself again, but I really think it's just... stuff just isn't very good right now. And I need to do better. I need to do better. I needed to go faster. But my hand and my mind, which I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Your mind is jello and your hand is stiff and it doesn't want to move the directions you want it to. So yo, it is hot in my room right now. I might have to go get a fan or something. And some coffee. 74 people in here. Good to see everyone. Sorry, I just saw someone's name. That was kind of funny. Are you using Medibang? No, I'm using Clip Studio. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Third. Oof, that sucks, man. Are you using Medibang? Nope, I just read that one. Same. For art, not Kuzo. Drawing top quality manga and saying it's horrible. Nah. Man. Hey, Third, I recently read God Game, and I ended up spending most of my evening reading it. It was very good. That's awesome to hear. Ash, catch up. Definitely give God Game a read. It's both on the same site, so why not? And it's grown super fast. It's probably going to get an anime at some point, I can imagine. With the way that Voice Me is growing, I could see that happen easily. Oh, this is so bad. Sometimes you win some, you lose some. You win some and you lose some. Sometimes you gotta win during a weekly thing. There's some things you just have to accept. You have to be like, okay, this isn't going to be as good as I want in this particular scenario, so we're going to have to move on because the chapter must move on. Okay, what am I doing here? I did the sketch. I should know what I'm doing here. Oh, son of a gun. But Mad Gate Art better nah. Good luck finishing your panels. Thank you very much. I don't know if you're talking about me, but gotta go. Oh, you are talking to me. Okay, see you later there. Eddie Yubby. Eddie Yubby? Eddie Yubby? I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but see you later. What do you not like with the current drawing? It's not, his face looks funny, it doesn't look 3D enough. I know if I spend enough time on it, I could you know how it goes. Like, right now I didn't do enough on the face, so if I went ahead and constructed it enough, like from, the fundamentals, you can always get what you're looking for. Ooh, that's not even, see, I'm just not doing good right now, but if I wanted to completely reconstruct it from like the skull up, I could eventually get it. It's just, you know how it is. Sometimes when you have a deadline, you kind of have to accept some of the things that you have. Not everything can be perfect. That's why when you look at a manga, sometimes not every panel's perfect. You'd be like, no, my favorite manga, every panel is perfect, I swear. And then like 5 years later, you're like, dude, what? Hold on 1 second here. Something's going wrong. Honestly, I want to do more practicing. I just haven't had time to. I think the last time I practiced was like easily a week ago. Like full on practice, not talking about like a warm-up sketch or something. Sadly. Okay, so let's just... Okay, his body's going this way, his arm going that way. Let's just say that this is fine. Let's pretend this is okay. Let's just pretend it's okay. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't do that. You have to click over here. I could always wait to finish this one, and I could always go back to this, do this one. Have this one to finish. Hey, Connor there with another super chat. Says you're an inspiration, Kuzo. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much for another super chat. I really appreciate it, like always. Thank you very much. I'm glad I can be of some sort of inspiration to whoever I can be inspiration for. Yeah, I see. I can feel it. Yeah. Bro, I hate that too. Doing a pose with time limit is really pressuring my butt off. Yeah. When you have a time limit to do something, and especially when it's a more dynamic pose, sometimes that's why it's so important. Sometimes with those really dynamic poses, to like, no, for me personally, sometimes not going fully loose and actually like falling back to my fundamentals is really important for some of those, because I guarantee if I would have gone fully to fundamentals with this, I probably wouldn't have had as many bad feelings bad as I do right now, because then that would have been the complete and full base to it, and there wouldn't have been anything that I wouldn't have liked as much, I guess I could say. I don't know. But yeah, time limit drawings are hard, and that's why manga and comics are the way they are. It's always quality versus speed. Bro, I was over here like, oh, you thought I was gonna draw the blade now? Did you? Did you actually think that was the case? Yes. Did you hear about Boichi going to web? Actually, I was just talking about that earlier. Yes, I have heard about Boichi going to webtoons. I was talking about specifically the reason why. So, I mean, we don't know the reason why, but I was speculating that it may not be as big of a deal as we think. Because if he's in Japan, right, or whatnot, or however he's doing this, with however he did it with Dr. Stone, and he was working with Shonen Jump, right? Well, Dr. Stone ends. Now, what's he gonna do for work? Now, Japan has an abundance of artists. That they're not short on really good artists, so they have a bunch of artists that they could use for series. So where would his job come in? Well, his job would come in as trying to be an artist for a series under either the same writer or in some other capacity with Shonen Jump. And it could just be that he got an offer from Webtoons and then he just decided to go there because it was an opportunity. One, there's not much of a language barrier because he's Korean after all, from what I know. And then two, like, oh, can you teach us how you do that straight to curvy line? Oh yeah, it's actually a tool, man. It's over here. In the line section, it says direct. So in all these lines and stuff, with like the circle and everything, the ellipse, if you have the curve line tool, you can go like this and it's just a straight line. And then if you pull it like this, it can curve in almost any direction you want. Like that. So it's actually a really useful tool when you don't want to, like, when your arms typically I'll try to do this stuff by hand a lot of the time, but when you're kind of in a pinch and you just want to get something out there, this is extremely useful. Especially if your like wrist is hurting and stuff. Now, I know this one's bending. The way it's bending here. I'm not sure if I want to try to. Oh, but yeah, about Boichi. I think that now the other option is they kind of just gave him a really good contract, and he's probably not under any sort of contract with. He's not under a contract with Shueisha right now. If he was, he would not be able to go to Webtoons. So he probably got a pretty good deal with Webtoons, because Webtoons was probably like, yo, he's Korean, one, so it's not going to be very hard for him to communicate with whoever he's doing it with. I don't know, maybe they're English creators, who knows? But I think they definitely took advantage of the fact that Boichi wasn't working on anything with Shueisha, and probably gave him a pretty sweet deal with Webtoons, because Webtoons isn't naive enough to think that people wouldn't talk about this. So it probably was a strategic decision, knowing that one, he's Korean, so it'd be easy for the main Webtoons to actually get him to come over, this popular artist that actually worked in Shonen Jump and has an anime based on his art style. So it probably was a very strategic move from them. But we could also just be overthinking it. But in general, if we were to just look at the positives of it, it goes to show what the Webtoon space is doing for, obviously Korea is not necessarily the West, but for the West, where the money's going to be for creators in the West when it comes to manga-styled-ish content. Yo, I never saw that. Was that a new update? No, it's been there for a long time. Which app do you use? This is Clip Studio. No, it's been there for a long time. I mean, maybe you missed it or something? I mean, I've missed a lot of brushes on here before as well. But yeah, in general, it's a good thing to know that Boichi is going to Webtoons. It's showing, even with someone who worked in Shonen Jump, that webcomics is starting to have a little bit more validity in opportunity in general. Oh, I know what's going on. Yeah, it's having a little bit more merit when it comes to, like, if Webtoon says, hey, can you come work with us? It was either a real sweet contract or, you know, regardless, I think it was a sweet contract. No matter what, I definitely think. I don't have it? Oh, shoot. Well, I mean, if you want, I could send it to you. I could send you a link. Got 74 people in here. Good to see everyone. Okay, I reset my work tool, and yes, it's here. I accidentally removed it. Oh, you're one of those people that went in and like removed a bunch of stuff. Oh gosh. That's good though. It's good that you have it now. Yeah, super useful tool, man. Super useful. So this is actually going to be going in this direction. So we're going to want to come here. We're going to want to push this up this way. And let's just go ahead. Bloop. But yeah, the whole Boichi thing's really cool. And like I've been saying for a while, the first company that decides to fully embrace black and white content, oh shoot, is this going to be top or bottom? Ooh, no. Oh shoot, I have to decide something here. I can't just have his swords crossing. One has to be crossing over, then under, then over, then under with these. This is so cool. I've been struggling with consistent blade shapes. Yeah. Okay, this, there we go. So I almost did something stupid. So this is going to go over that blade. So if I go, what the heck? Oh, okay, there it is. Move that up there. If I go here, I'm gonna now erase this one. So that way, because it's not going to be clashing if these are both underneath. It wouldn't even make any sense like that. That one's going to be there, so it's clashing with that one. This one wouldn't be hitting anything, so I think this one should actually be going over his too. There's slight possibility that might be the case. And I might have erased something I shouldn't have erased. But yeah, the first company that embraces full black and white, as well as colored, as well as action, any genre, is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the West. And that's where I see Voice Me really coming in that scenario. Because webtoons, first of all, Voice Me allows novels. It allows black and white stuff, but I'm saying the first company that actually would take it upon themselves to allow something to be a paid original or something on their platform, like some sort of actual. They're actually paying for this on their platform. That company, they're paying the creator to create something on there. That company's really gonna take off, because do you know how many manga creators, if they can go there and make money on that platform doing manga content, but just vertically scrolling, but they're doing manga content, but they can't get paid the same amount in any other place? What do you think's gonna happen? I mean, the people are gonna go where the money is. If they can do their own original project and get paid money for it, you think they're gonna stay somewhere that they're not getting paid for their content? No, they're not. That's just how it's gonna go. It's pretty common sense when you look at it like that. And there's obviously a market for like manga styled stuff. So why not let them do it in black and white, you know? Wow, this is taking forever. There's 80 people in here. Good to see everyone with 145 likes. Voice Me is also accepting sort of manga format, but it's still scrolling format. So, see, that's the one I'm talking about. Scrolling doesn't matter. I don't think scrolling matters in the slightest. As long as they're pages that you can read individually, like manga pages, scrolling doesn't matter at all. Because regardless, if you separated the pages, the reason why I say scrolling doesn't matter is because a long time ago, like 10 years ago, there was manga apps I would download to read manga for free. Okay, I don't do that anymore, but I used to read manga for free on these apps, right? And they had two options. By the way, webcomics was not on these apps. It was just manga. They had two options. They had a swipe option. You could swipe, or you could scroll with it. And they started implementing this into these scannulated apps. And sorry, I was trying to figure out what I should do next. And I found that really interesting. I still did the swipe feature, because back then it was just, swipe, cool. And I would probably still do the swipe feature now. But if I read manga scrolling down, I don't think it matters as long as the pages are separated, because you're still, if you're reading manga going downwards, let's say this is your script, and you have them separated page by page like this, you could just have a black bar in between them saying reading left to right or right to left. You still know the manga, so this is if you're doing a Japanese style. You still know you're going to read it like this. This is exactly how you're going to be reading it, going down. You're just going to be reading it in a zigzag. So I think it would still work like that. I've made it to a live. Good to see you here. I got 83 people in here. Good to see you. I need to stream more frequently because my the amount of people, oh gosh, that was big. The amount of people joining for streams, YouTube hasn't been recommending or notifying people as much because I haven't been streaming as much. Webcomics is definitely a super interesting space right now. It is also one of the only spaces in the West right now with an anime-ish, manga-ish style that is also taking assistance very frequently, which I find is super assistants that are paid decent money for what they do. In the West right now, it's a super it's a wild, wild west thing going on right now with the webcomic industry. So the money is kind of like, what am I supposed to get paid for coloring a panel? And right now it's a super negotiating topic. Basically people could, when I say negotiating, when you go to Japan, there's going to be typically, if you're going to go to work in Shonen Jump, there's probably going to be like a flat rate they give you for when you first start. That right now in the West, it's going to be more of a negotiation when it comes to how much do you want to get paid for your panel. So they try to get either the lowest price from you, or it's kind of weird. They might try to get the lowest price from you, and they ask you first because they want to see what you say, and they might negotiate it up or down depending on what they're used to. So if you say, let's just use, if you say a number that's higher than you're used to, they're probably going to negotiate down. But if you say a number that's way lower than they're used to hearing, they'll probably be like, sounds good, right away. In fact, knowing what I know now, I would probably negotiate for, I think I know what I would negotiate for going forward with everything that I do. Alright, I'm going to leave that like that for now and just hop over to let's do this part of the handle. Why not? Oop. Dude, this is one of the things that I do not like doing. I wish I could just have someone do the swords and stuff for me. I'm not a huge fan of doing stuff like this. I could make them look much better than what they're looking now, but it's always quality versus time, and it is very hot in this room. Very hot. Hey, Third Kuzo, do you guys think Harukami would draw his own webcomic or manga? I don't know, you should ask him. I know he's probably very interested in it. I'm not sure exactly what his situation is, but He's definitely good enough to do it. So I know at one point he was interested in doing so. I do know that. Overall, if you have to move your whole device, it's a poor solution for this problem. I'm not sure what you're talking about, probably talking about someone else, but yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Man, I always have trouble making multiple characters clash. I'm impressed by how you've laid out this page. Well, thank you very much, and I feel ya. It's not an easy thing having multiple characters. Okay, having characters near each other feels hard at first, right? And then, once you get used to that, having characters actually clashing with each other is then even harder. And you're like, okay. Alright. I'm also taking into account with some of the roughness of it. People are going to be viewing it from this distance. So if you saw like how oh, it's all tilted. If you guys saw how I was making it kind of rough on these edges, me cleaning those up right now isn't going to change much when it's that distance. So I'm kind of trying to save some time by not having to clean it up perfectly. For a pride sense, if I had the time, I would probably do that, just because I like to make things like, if I have time to make things clean, I'll make things clean. Because it's a good practice. It's a good practice to make sure every once in a while you're keeping things nice and tight. Yeah, that sounded right. It's good if sometimes you keep things nice and tight. Of course, we're talking about rubber bands, you nasty. Why would anyone? You people. Thank you, Third and Kuzo. No problem. No problem. Alright, what am I doing? This has taken 1.5 billion years. Oh my gosh, it's hot in here. I usually have a fan over here, and this time I was like, that's not the point. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, you're talking to someone, and I don't know who you're talking to. Sotoria. You shouldn't even have to change your phone settings to just read a webcomic page. That's just horrible design. Oh. You shouldn't have to change your phone settings to read a webcomic. I don't know exactly what you mean by that. You're probably talking to someone else. Maybe the one where about if you have a tablet, if in front of you, you can lay your phone down flat and turn it to see it. But who reads webcomics at a tablet? First of all, I don't read webcomics on a tablet. I do read manga on a tablet, because I have Shonen Jump on my tablet, and that is a great experience. That's a super cool experience. Okay, so do I have everything laid out here decently? I think I'll go over here and... So what direction is this going? Let's go in that direction. Okay, so we're gonna get this. Get something like this here. Something more like this. Let's go ahead and do this. This. What do we do here? From the bottom up. One like this. Ooh. Did I start a war by saying that I don't think it's a bad idea to read manga in a scrolling format? Because I think it's really not that bad to read webcomic or manga in a scrolling format. I mean, it's really not that much of a difference if you like scroll down compared to swipe over. Like, think about how many things you swipe over on nowadays. What, photos? on all of your social media, you just scroll down. So, hey, Zura Anime. Hey, I think I actually saw some messages you sent me. You're doing some studies of my stuff. I didn't get a chance to reply back though, but I think it was you, and they're looking good, man. This sword looks stupid as heck. This looks so bad. I'm so... No, that's I'm gonna make it fat. I just want to make it longer. Okay, we're straight here. I'm not straight. Who said that? Jokes, people, jokes. Calm down. They're jokes. Did I put something there? Did I put something up here on this one? I did. Okay. Oh, you can't see it on that one. Okay, so currently we're just gonna go boop, 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 boop. Let's do that. Does that look fine? Yeah, sure, that looks good. One's there. One's gonna be here. One's gonna be here. Oh, man. I hate when my hand just doesn't want to go the right direction. I've been on this page, it feels like a million years. I really love your art style. Sometimes when I look at your vid for a while, I really draw in a similar style. I love it. Hey, well, yeah, that's actually kind of like monkey see, monkey do. And that's actually a thing. If you watch someone do something enough, you start kind of gaining, your mind starts wrapping around in a way where you're not actually completely studying it, but your mind starts to do it almost like that other person. And it's a way to study without studying if you literally just intake how someone does something long enough. Like I watched Jim Lee draw in his live streams quite often a while ago, and afterwards I would have this like style in the way I did some lines that was very much in the way he did it. It was he jolts some of his lines. He'd be like, and I started doing that myself. And there was actually someone who noticed in one of my YouTube videos. They're like, the way you ink reminds me of Jim Lee. And I was like, oh, see, people catch on to it. But yeah, and it's not a bad thing. It's a way of learning without having to fully study something, which that doesn't mean you shouldn't study. That's definitely not what I'm saying. You shouldn't do like, that looks horrible. That has to go way that is not centered, not even one bit. Let's go find the actual sketch. There's a sketch, because the sketch isn't centered. Yeah, that sketch is way off. Well, it's off here and here, but not the center. I have to do this. Dang it. We could just do this. Who cares about that? I could just do it by hand. Let's go back to the... Which one is it? It's this one. I actually went here. Let's go here. Let's grab this. Let's cut, paste. Let's go here, pull down. There we go. Alright. Everything's going this direction, that direction. How's it looking in comparison to this one? Very fat. Let's actually pull down from this direction. So we're going like this right now. that is our perspective for this. So we're going to roll up. We're going to roll up. We're going to roll. That's a little bit too steep. Let's roll up. Let's roll up. Let's roll up. Let's roll up. Still going that way. Let's do that. And let's do this now. Then we roll in, roll down, roll in, roll down. Oop, that's a little steep. We'll do this. Let's do this. Roll in, roll down, roll down. There we go. This is what I mean by worst sword handle design I could have done. Do you see how, like, why? Why did I do this to myself? Why did I decide, you know what? Let's create something really stupid for you to do every single time you see this sword handle. Horrible decision. Horrible. I'm sorry, did you say you wanted your life to be harder? Here you go. Let's come down here. Let's swipe over this way. Swipe down. Let's swipe over this way. Let's see how rough that looks from afar. And it looks... Alright, it looks fine. Alright, let's go over here. Cut that in. Do I really know what it looks like from the bottom? Not very much. Okay, so it hits like that. That's what I normally do. Okay. So I'm actually like let's just go this direction. That does not center. Isn't that great? Okay. If you don't go forward, no one will know. I'm gonna have to go forward. It's not centering. Do you see that? It's not centering properly. Yeah, if I go down like this, you'll be like, that's centered. No, that's not centering. It's okay though. It's not that big of a deal. Like, we're gonna be looking at it from over here. It's not gonna be not that big of a deal. Yeah, I'm not going to stress myself over that too much. The handle's already slightly too big as it is. I might actually have to make this a bit smaller. I mean, I could technically pass that size, but I think it needs to be just a little bit smaller. If I'm going to do anything, I should at least make it a little bit smaller okay, yeah, maybe a little bit more to match the other one's size. Ooh, you know what? Who just centered you? What, you want some of this? That's what I thought. You better stay there. But now the problem is it's not centered with this part of the sword. That's why I wasn't going to try to change it, because if then I would technically have to move this, and this over this direction. And you'd be like, well, what's the problem with that? Oh, well, they're not a huge problem, but if I do, that means everything I move this way, I'm going to have to draw these little parts of the swords over, and I don't want to do that. Because the swords are all together right now. They're not on separate layers anymore. I merged them all already. And this isn't a big enough deal right now that like someone's gonna be like, dude, that handle ruins the whole scene. Most people are gonna be seeing like the colorful clash that we're gonna be putting in. Make sure to have fun. Yes. It's important. Legit, I'm gonna keep that idea for my own stuff. Of course, it becomes more fun the more improved you keep it up yourself. You guys are encouraging each other is always good to hear. That looks super complicated to draw. Oh, you're probably talking about the handle. Yeah, do you know why I went so simple with these ones? Because I was like, I am not dealing with this right now. I don't care. I am not dealing with this. This is taking way too long. But this is one of those panels, you know, that is like, if you don't get this right, it's gonna look weird, and you would rather it look decent enough that people are gonna be like, ooh, that looks really cool, and it's gonna be like one of those panels that, you know, if you're seeing it when you're a certain age, it might stick with you, and they'll be like, wow, it's really cool, and they'll think it's cool for years, and then they come back when they're like better in like a year and a half, and they're like, wow, this, I can see what he was talking about during that stream. It's kind of like when you level up, you can start seeing the things that were wrong in the people's work that you admired so much at one point in time, and it's just the way it is in life, and it's just the way it is. All right, okay, so okay, that looks a little bit too bad right there. I'm going to change that. You know what? I'm actually going to simplify that a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and get my actual brush. I'm going to come down here. There. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to hit this with some slight in-betweens here for the fingers. Don't have to go all the way right now. It's far enough back. It's all right. I'm going to hit these with some nick. And I honestly, those guys up above, these small guys that I'm going to have someone else ink, I don't think I'm going to do those during the stream, only because it's kind of a boring, I'm going to have to sleep, man. It's 4 a.m. here. It's great to see your stream again. Have a nice rest of your stream. Thank you very much, man. Hopefully you have a good night's sleep. See you later, third. See you next time. How you manage... But yeah, thank you for dropping by, like always. How you manage to get your art style, Kuzo? It looks awesome. Thank you very much, Unknown. I'm gonna get to the super chat here in just a second. So, art style is one of those things that kind of just come the better you get. You can kind of study and get better so when you're not at the level to understand style, you're not going to be able to get a style necessarily. That sounds kind of weird. I mean, you can get a style, but you're not going to be able to get like an original style that you're probably seeking. Basically, you're going to want to get better. Effects. So I would say don't focus too much on style. Specifically, learn from the artists that you admire most. Study their works and what they do and stuff like that, the ratio and everything. And once you really start understanding fundamentals a little bit more, and you get better at drawing, being able to pull things from other styles is going to be much easier, because you're also going to start seeing what creates styles and different ratios and just little things like that. So don't worry too much about it right now, because you will spend way too much time trying to find a style when you could be spending that time getting good enough. And then, because getting good is the hard part. Let's just be real. Getting good is the hard part. Getting a style, someone could start forming a good style if they understand a lot about art and like the fundamentals. They could start developing a good style within just a couple weeks. I've been following. Okay, so super chat here says Otis77. Thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I've been following ever since Pencil Shinobi. Ever since Pencil Shinobi, I recently started taking my art seriously and have been watching every one of your anatomy streams, Patreon vids, and have over 700 pages of your studies. Well, or 70 pages of your studies. Oh, well, thank you very much. I hope everything does help. I do have a lot on there, and I've been planning for like a season 2 of Kuzo on my Patreon, so look forward to that. And those people who don't know about my Patreon or who aren't on it, has like tutorials and stuff. But I'm going to be pulling out a season 2 for that, and I'm going to be putting up other stuff on there soon. So that's going to be super fun as well. Okay, that is on the wrong layer. Cut, paste. Let's go down to character. And actually, let's go here. Pull it down here. Character. Ooh, I'm sitting on my leg and it's going numb. Ooh, but yeah, thank you very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it, Otis. Otis again with another super chat. I'm slowly learning from you and still developing my own style. I hope to hope to rival your art by the end of the summer. Can you take commissions? Take a commission. I will be doing commissions at some point. I don't know exactly when, but I do want to actually open up like 2 slots or so at some point here. But I don't know what level you're at. I don't know if you could necessarily rival me by the end of the summer, depending on what level you're at. But I believe that anyone could start rivaling someone they're studying. I have watched it happen, so it is possible, especially if you work really hard at it. So but yeah, thank you very much for the super chat again. I really do appreciate it. I have a question. How do you draw so fast? I swear, for me to draw a panel, it takes so long. It's just a lot of practice, and I'm not even that fast, to be honest. There's people who are faster than me, and I'm also faster than me sometimes. Sometimes I have really fast days, and sometimes I have slower days, and this is an in-between. Like, for example, earlier I was doing a lot better, but I've been doing this since like 10 something in the morning, so if at 7 it's 8:23, so I've almost been going. Just give it a couple more hours and I've been going for 12 hours, so so I'm kind of like slowly but surely dying. So I'm on the character right now. Okay, so yeah, making sure I was on the right layer. I wanted to hop over here because I think from this angle I'm going to do this, and I think we'll be able to see some ropage, maybe a little bit of that. No. Let's go as far as just to do this. But I think we might see a little bit of rope here. I'm gonna say that dang it! I didn't get this before I merged the line art. Dang it. I'm gonna say I'm pretty happy in general with how this panel turned out. Like, if I look at the overview of this panel and the work I put into it, sometimes you gotta be like, okay, it's not the most perfect thing in the world. Sometimes you gotta do a little bit, have some failures here and there. You have to be critical of yourself and know when to move on. You have to know when to stop and be like, I should try to get better at this. Especially when you have to keep on going. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it looks in general. It's pretty nice. It's alright. I like it. So, effects. What the heck is this panel? Okay, so that panel is a part of the characters. Merge. I want to make sure I'm keeping everything nice and clean. Okay, let's go up here to yellow. I don't want to use vector layers because I don't care to. Of course, it's not going to be this exact color. This is just the general kind of being like, these are sparks, you know. Oh my goodness. Okay, clang. I think I could probably get that's a little bit too thick. Let's go down to like 20 something, 21. Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. I was going to get coffee, but it's officially a little bit too late for that. Sorry, my shoulder's starting to hurt. 69 people in here. Good to see everyone. And thanks for showing the curve tool again. Hey, no problem. Oh, you're going to bed too? Well, have a good night. Sotoria. Have a good night. So is a webtoon type? Huh? Oh, so it's a webtoon type? Yeah, it's webtoons type. It's a webcomic format. I haven't seen the Jujutsu Kaisen movie yet. I've heard it's really good though. No time is too late for coffee. I wish that was true. Yeah, some programs don't have vector layers and it's a pain for some people. It makes library jobs so easier. I'm not sure what you mean there. I don't really care for vector. It's not really something I use. Yeah. Anyways, let's. Okay. Okay, this is Kuzo's poop layer. Let's go down even further on that. Let's pull in this. Alright, so getting more messages. Okay, I do have some. We gotta pipe to a. Just looking at some panels that were sent to me. Okay. Vectors help. Yeah, I know. So vectors, if I were to be doing vectors, it would be for if I was doing t-shirts or something. That's what I would use vectors for. This should be not so light. Ooh, excuse me. There's 60 people in here. Good to see everybody. I draw on paper, I wouldn't know, thanks. Does your screen protector not eat through your tips? So, okay, basically, no. Not particularly. Not as much as you would typically get with some of the ones that are not, I'm not saying specifically the brand paper like, but the ones that are trying to be like paper. I've never used paper like. I had an off-brand one that was trying to be like paper. And one, yeah, it was pretty rough. Two, I did not like it very much. It was squishy when I went to draw on it. It had like a squish to it. I don't want to squish to my screen protector. It was very weird. I've heard similar things about other ones, but I use anti-glare screen protector, which has a slight plasticky feel, yet it still has just enough grip for me that I like. So it's this really nice in-between one that I found. Oh, by the way, it's anti-glare from Tech Armor. Just redesigned my Clip Studio 10th anniversary drawing again. Seeing your work made me feel subconscious about it. Have to do better. Well, that's good to hear, man. I'm glad you're gonna try even harder. Which, by the way, that 10th anniversary thing. So the app was like 10th anniversary, right? And so I go off I see it on my phone at first because I have Clip Studio on my phone, right? So I go on I see it on my phone. I'm like, okay. So I typically almost never go off Clip Studio on my iPad unless I'm going to Discord for like the Madgate Discord, or if I'm going to like the photos or something for like reference. And I went off to go onto the Discord, right? And then it reinstalled. It didn't update on the app, but I was drawing at that point. And I went to Discord, and then I came back, and all of a sudden the 10th anniversary thing was on there. And it erased like 30 minutes of art progress on a panel. I was very upset. Okay, so this is gonna die here soon. Got 75 people in here. Got another super chat. You know what? Give me just... Ah. Aha. Low power mode, so triggering. Yeah, right. But yeah, I lost a bunch of progress on that. I see I got another super chat from the super chat monster this stream. I feel like I have more from this guy. I feel like I have more of him, specifically. It's somewhere. Okay, well that's that. So. By the way, my dog's like barking out there at nothing. She always does that. I do not know what's going on with this music. What are we in, like, the 70s or something? Jeez. Okay, I gotta get to Super Chat here. Super Chat from Otis again. I'm 16, but I'd say I'm the same level as you. We're at 15, 2015. I've been practicing about 5 hours a day and using Pinterest for my studies. Oh, that's great, man. It's great to hear. It's great to hear. Also, thank you very much for the super chat again. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, that's good. So you said 2006, 2015. Oh, you must be. I can't remember what I was doing in 2015. So that's been a sec. How far is this away? Alright, cool. Still got the poop there. The way Kuzomari draws mannequins is super helpful. Well, that's good to hear. Dude, have you tried the companion feature with the new update? Previewing your webtoon as you go is a game changer. I've been using it nonstop. A companion? No, I don't even know what that is. I wouldn't even know how to do that. Yeah, I have no idea how to do that. Ooh. I have to see if this is too rough or not for clean. I gotta ask him. I need to get Discord on stuff. What happened to Bounty's Gate if you never mentioned it? No, I'm still doing Bounty's Gate. It's just I need to get the team. Well, mostly, I need to try to get a better system, which we're working on it down for this, and I'm going to be going back, and it's going to be fine. I'm going to be doing that first chapter of Bounty's Gate and putting out and seeing how the reception is. Yeah, that's what's going to be happening there. But the thing is, this is weekly with like 45-50 panels of content, so I have to make sure I get this out, and once we get a good system going, it'll be a little easier to do that. Okay, I just keep on hopping around that. Let's go here. This guy is basically this guy. I'm just gonna put this guy in this spot right here. His head's not even really showing. It's being covered up by that. It's actually smaller than the circle I did there. Do I have any videos based on sound effects and speech bubbles? I do not, particularly. Sound effects, that might be a fun one to go over, how I kind of do sound effects, because I do them by hand. And I do have a formula for them now that I think is a game changer for, to help me a lot. I ended up just finding this really simple formula for it, so maybe I will do something like that. Panel is this 26? Okay. Got 75 people in here. Good to see everybody. I want to make this head smaller. Otis with another super chat. You're gonna run out of money, man. You're already going down to $1.99. I'm kidding. Last one, just cause I love you. No homo. It's all good, man. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Like always. Let's not do any tattoos there, Otis. Go for it, Otis. I already have one. Get out of here, Pickle Rick. You know who I haven't seen for a second? Just for a second? Skeeter McBeater. Skeet McBeat Beat. I said I wasn't going to do these guys on stream, but I decided because I kind of need to get something to clean. I was like, I might as well start working on it. This panel has been nuts, okay? I mean, this page has been absolutely freaking crazy. It's been taking so long. Ooh, while I'm here, I should probably go here. And I looked a little bit too light from far away. There we go. That looks a little better. Okay, which one is it? This one that's the dark one? Yeah. What the heck? Why are these two separate ones? What is this for? Oh, I did this for the sword and the... Okay, because I wasn't going to have him do the swords. And... Okay. So I typically try to have everything that I have Clan do on a completely separate layer from any of the other sketch layers I've been using. So that way there's just no confusion whatsoever. Yeah, where the hell is Skeeter? I don't know where Skeeter McBeater is. I do not know. Where have you gone, Skeeter McBeater? I'm stuck on what I want to do with this guy's hair. Is what's happening right now. Let's just do like, I'm guessing. Yeah, let's just do like a ponytail or something. Just because I don't know what to do really. I don't want to have everyone look. Okay, that looks absolutely stupid. I mean, I could just make him bald, but I already made a bald guy. Start running out of hairstyles to do. Make it a low ponytail. It could work. There, I did it with him. Now, see, this is the point where I hope you guys see. Anyone who's never actually watched someone create like several panels and see the work that actually goes into this stuff, hopefully there's some like, I know a lot of you probably already have respect for like the stuff people do like this in the industry, but just seeing the sheer amount of like time put into a panel, just kind of, oh, my back, just kind of seeing that, it's different, you could see the time I try putting into this stuff. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to create a perspective layer. Create a perspective there. Whew, shiver. I'm not hot. I'm not cold at all, but I was shivering because it was just a weird shiver. Apparently. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Think. Let's go up here. So they're standing around there. He comes in. Okay, I was just trying to get a general idea of what we're kind of doing here. I think I'm gonna actually take a screenshot of this. Let's see if yep, I did. Okay, cool. So you can see this is a heavier page, and you know what I do to counter this sometimes? The little industry stuff. What I do to try to counter this, like for example, this big panel, I'll try to counter this with like there's a bunch of people here. I try to counter it with having a simplified back shot of this character. Now we're coming here. This is a more dynamic shot. I kind of pull it in a little bit so that way there's not as much to do, but you guys saw how long that actually took. And then the next page, by cutting down some of the fact that I had to do so many things on the other two panels, these are some really cool angles and shots, but they're much more simplified, but it's also more cinematic the way I did it. I could always zoom out and do other stuff and pull out, but I decided to do it the way I did it because of the detail of the other panels. And then I can also, with this one, nice simple panel here, and now we have some more detailed panels here again. I'm actually supposed to change these guys, but it shouldn't be as hard since I'm probably gonna have Klain ink these guys if he can ink the other guys decently with the type of detail I put into them. I didn't put that much detail into the other guys, but I want to see how well it goes from there. This one's going to be a hard panel. It doesn't look like it, but it's going to be a time-consuming panel. This one isn't going to be that bad. This will put us at 33, okay. So once I get to this point, there's a few panels towards the end that I'm worried about. Okay, so right now what I'm going to be trying to do with this is create the rest of this background. I'm going to, now that I have this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and get rid of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to give you guys, where is it? Okay. I got all my Bounty's Gate storyboards here. Here. I wanted to send this to Klain to see if... Oh, it's tore. Here. You guys can look at this. Oh, spelling's going to be really bad. Here's some stuff from Bounty's Gate. Yeah, so I'm gonna... I need to send something really quick. Oh, what's going on with my thing? Oh, hold on. It's tripping out. It's tripping out. Okay, it's still tripping out. Let me unplug it. Why'd I have to do that when I was, like, looking away? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. You know what I think it is? I think it's my cord. I think I need to get a new cord. I think I got an Amazon cord, and I've been using it for a while. It's been Amazon Basics. And I think it's not very good. Oh, it's doing it again. How annoying. How annoying. Sorry, guys. I might have to end the stream here if it's doing that. I'm trying to see if I can connect my, Nope. Sorry about that, guys. Dang. Well, it's not picking up my iPad. Oh well. Let me see if this works again. Alright, well, it's working now, but hopefully that doesn't... I think I have to get a new, cord. I think that's what it is. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, man, Fantasy Gate looks like it's gonna be so detailed. I mean, have you How many of you guys have not seen any of my bounties, Gate? Some people have been asking about it, so... I mean, the thing is, I posted... One of my videos that I posted ended up getting over 1 million views on YouTube about Bounties Gate. So there's a lot of people who just saw that one video. And now I can't find my pencil. Okay. There's a lot of people there that only saw that one video. I'm going to try to keep an eye on it so it doesn't go all weird again. Anyways, right now, while I'm waiting for that reply... So I'm waiting for a reply for something I sent. Okay, while we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and go here, effects above character. Yeah, this is going to be above characters. So we're going to go speed lines, and we're going to go like this. Radial, yes. We're going to hit that there. Now I'm going to take some purple lines and we're going to get rid of the sound effect. We're also going to get rid of the effect. And then we're just going to grab these sections here. Actually, I don't need to grab those sections. I just need to get rid of them. Grab that, put them back on, put on effects, put on sound. And we should be good there. And then I can go ahead and... Yeah, I'm going to have to buy another cord. It's only like $15 or something. I should really invest in that so that way that doesn't happen. I'm pretty sure that's the problem. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure because I don't see what else it could be, and I don't think it's my OBS. It wouldn't make any sense. It would make more sense that it's the Amazon Basics cheap USB-C cord that I got like easily over a year ago. Wouldn't that make a little bit more sense? I don't have another USB-C cord to check with it because all I have is USB-C to USB-C and or whatever, something like that. I don't have USB-C to USB just laying around, and that's what I need because I have such an old computer. It's USB-C to USB or whatever. One of the ends is USB and one of them's USB-C. There we go, and so clang. And so this one is pretty much done. Now let's go up here, and what did I start doing that on the? Oh no, I started doing it on this one. It's going to be up here, and we can go ahead and go down to black again there, and yeah, let's go ahead and start working on this. So that stuff's going to be pretty far away back there. Okay, let's say if we're going to be doing this, let's push them back a little bit and say we're going to be hitting let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to place them in this crossroad. Why? Just because. Derp. What the heck? Why is it not working? What? Why is my... That's odd. Why isn't my... It's so annoying. Oh well. We can do without it. Doesn't matter. What does that leave us with there? Okay, so it leaves us with two big old mother... No, I'm kidding. You have to sleep. Yeah, probably. You know, I'm probably gonna get going here really soon too. You're You've seen it, yay. Why don't you upgrade your Apple Pencil to second gen? Oh, I do. I actually have okay. So my other generation iPad is this is the second generation pencil. That's what I'm actually using. If you see right here, on my screen, that's what I'm using for the camera. I'm actually using my second gen, or not second gen, the newest M1 2020, or was it 2021? It's one of the newest models of iPad Pro for the camera, and I use that one because the camera's better, and yeah. Then I use this one to draw while I'm streaming, so that way you guys get a better camera experience. Because as for the drawing experience isn't that much different. That is so odd. Why did it do that? That's kind of annoying. I'm gonna... Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? I'm dumb. I'm so stupid. There we go. It works again. Okay. There we go. Yep. What the hell? That's... Something is amiss here. It's working that way, but it's not working across. Now that is funky fresh. I don't know what the heck's happening there. Okay. Okay, we're back to normal. Yay. I'd be like, why would you even need that when drawing this ground? It's because doing this helps me get somewhat of a stable little environmental little thing here, direction, where I can then build off of these pretty easily and just kind of do that. And then do this. I always like to work a little bit closer than what the viewer's going to be seeing. This is a lot closer, but a little bit closer than what the viewer's seeing, because if you make it a little bit messy when you're up close, when you zoom out, it's not going to look as messy. And you'll be like, oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to grab this, and yep, that's correct. That's what I wanted. Also, I've been using newer techniques that I normally haven't used in manga before with this webcomic, and it's fun little things that's really going to help me doing black and white manga faster. With what I would hope I consider better quality. Have I seen Spy Family? I have not seen Spy Family yet, but I do want to, because they're probably going to be drawing after the stream. Oh yeah, I am going to still be drawing after this stream. There's no doubt about that. I have to. I don't. Even if I didn't want to, I don't have a choice. What's probably gonna happen is I'm probably gonna take a break. 9:20. I'll probably take a break, depending on when. If I, for example, if I stop streaming right now, I wouldn't stop drawing for a little bit longer. I'd probably take a break in about an hour or so. It'll only be about 15-minute break-ish. And then I would get back to drawing. And depending on how I feel, I would probably draw quite a bit throughout the night. I'm probably going to go pick up another energy drink at the store. That's going to be my break. I'm going to walk to the store, pick up another energy drink for tomorrow, essentially. That's what I'm going to be looking into. Because I am going to need that energy for tomorrow. Okay, so currently these guys are kind of like they're not inked. I'm trying to see if they're good enough to be for the other line artist, Klain, if they're good enough for him to ink over. Of course, he would be able to ink over them, but I want to see if he's cool with them being like this. Because this is rough for if they're up close, but they're quite far away, and of course I would I would give him like a little freedom on some of like the details when you go to actually like fill in some of the stuff here, because they're so rough in some spots. I mean, I don't really consider them that rough, because I kind of already had the general idea. I was the one that created them. I have a general idea of what direction I was going, but you never know, so just being courteous. What are these articles I have over here? I don't care about those. When will Kuzomari make another tutorial? Actually, I have another tutorial that I want to do. Actually, I have a specific tutorial that's called the most important face angles, and basically, it's about I think it's like 7 or 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's something like that. It's like the 10 most important face positions. Or like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like the 9 most important face positions you'll ever need to know. And you could probably go your whole artist career with just those facial positions, and you'd be just fine. Especially in the webcomic space, unless you're doing something extremely dynamic. And I thought it would be a really interesting video, because basically it's something that would get you very far, especially if you're just doing, you needed to learn something, the basics of something in order to just get started, you know. Because with these specific head positions that I'm talking about, you could make up like 85% of most angles that you would be using in a story. So, Kuzo looking good. Thank you very much. We've been working on this panel. I'm gonna cheat here Don't judge a boy. Don't judge a man just because he copied and pasted something, and then he's gonna come in and trick all y'all. Don't judge a person. But see how much time that saved? I already know I can draw it. I'm not gonna... Oh no. I merged too soon. I already know I can draw it. I just drew it. I'm just trying to save time. But if I wasn't in a crunch, I probably, just because of the value you want to build in yourself, I would have just drawn it myself if I had the time. But I don't, so... Hey, what's up, Amzani IDK? Thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. How do you approach foreshortening the body directly forward at the camera? It often feels like a core flaw when I try drawing. I don't know if I'm really in the position right now to be doing like tutorials, because I actually kind of... I'm working on a deadline right now. Foreshortening in general, you're gonna want to learn the basic building blocks in those foreshortened positions in the first place. Like, to create foreshortening, there is overlap, and let's just say these are your blocks here, right? You got these blocks, right? You got those blocks. And then to make them, slightly more 3D, they're actually cubes. They're like this, right? And we're looking at them a little bit from the top here, but see, this one overlaps a little bit, so you can kind of actually see it going behind the other one. Now, there we go. So the whole point here is, now we can see this is actually a perspective like this, and we're following a perspective. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take it to the next level, which is foreshortening. Major overlap is when let's actually add a vanishing point going down this way. But we still have one going somewhat this way. So it's kind of like that. Now we have all these shapes going down. These are simplified shapes. This is foreshortening. Okay? This is the simplified version of foreshortening. Now let's follow these blocks still. So we're looking at this roughly on the inside of this, right? This is that block. We're going down. Okay. Going down. All right. So now we're missing all this stuff because it's covered. It's overlapping. So all we see is this and this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and draw this part going down here. Going down here. Now, this is 3D. We're seeing inside it. So now we're going to draw the last block. This is the last block here. Going down, following that perspective. Boom. Now, see, just by this alone, if you don't know perspective very well, this seems really, like, kind of crazy. It seems kind of hard. This is foreshortening at its base. This is what it is. There is overlapping based on perspective. Something is coming towards you, and it's being covered by something else. Like this, right here. This is a super simple... This is foreshortening. Now imagine these as blocks or cylinders. That's what we're looking at here. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense there with foreshortening. In order to really understand foreshortening to to the next level, you're going to want to learn perspective decently. Because this was all perspective. These are super simple things. You want to know what this is right here? You want to know exactly what I did there on purpose for you? This is the human anatomy. Essentially, this is the human anatomy. Essentially, now watch what happens. Thank you for the super chat. Hopefully this helped you in some sort of way, even though I had to go really fast with it. Yeah. That is the human anatomy, roughly. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mixer? But hopefully I made a little bit of sense. This is why it's important to understand even those simple blocks. So, did you guys like that? The little demonstration there? I thought that was kind of fun. You appreciate it? No problem. Alright, let's keep going here. Okay, I erased everything on the back right there. Yep. So I can officially merger. I always like those demonstrations a lot, purely for the fact that like those simple shapes, you're thinking to yourself, that's so boring, or if you go do it, it's actually harder than you think when you go to do it. And then, but if you actually learn that stuff, that is all the foundation of what you need to understand foreshortening. Because you could do the same thing with the arm. If you do this, then you do this, then you do this. That is the arm. Then you decide to turn it a little bit, just a little bit, and they're cylinders. And then you decide to put it in a bigger perspective. And then if you were to actually go turn this into an arm, that's pretty close to what an arm already is. I'm not actually going to do different colors for this one. But yeah, that's, yeah, same thing. Cool stuff, love the stream. Thank you very much. Kuzo, what's up? Kuzo, looks like I missed an important lesson. A little bit. No. Are you always set stabilization that high? Yes. And there's a reason why. Because digital is actually more sensitive than traditional. This is what it feels like for me drawing traditionally, because I mean, like, what am I missing here if I take this and I go ahead and I draw something, you know, like, am I any less accurate traditionally? I would argue no. I feel like I'm just fine. So, boom. Don't worry, I got rid of the weird one. Oh no, the bots have found us. Yes, they have. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun. Interesting. So the pencil's just strong enough that... Huh. Alright. We're starting to build the background. Pretend that didn't happen. Yeah. FBI, what have you been doing here? Just laughing about it, huh? Oh, I'm kidding. Alright, this is almost done. This is really easy to finish up now. I have everything set. That should be just fine. Waiting for a reply there. I'm gonna hop over here and we can actually start doing a little bit of stuff here. I guess we can start with turning that off, and then we can go here, turn this down, and let's go ahead and create let's create a sound folder, and let's go ahead and start doing these sound effects. Maybe I should start with maybe I should do the small one. They're both copy paste, so I used to not do that as much, but the more and more you get into like production, especially when like you're the lead person doing a lot of like the line stuff and the you know, drafting, lining and stuff like that, you start to find that you need to do those tricks or else you'll destroy yourself. You start needing to use some of those little gimmicks or else you'll destroy yourself. But like I've always kind of nailed home is I only really use the gimmicks if I know I can do it without the gimmicks first. So my whole first like 4 chapters, I didn't use any like real, I didn't like copy paste that many letters. I did a lot of the letters just straight up on my own by hand. Actually, I've done all of them by hand, but I mean, like, I didn't copy paste hardly any of them. And yes, I turn off the white background because sometimes when you're going through, you forget when you go to the H here, all of a sudden you forget that this isn't there. Sometimes that happens and you're like, oh shoot. So, and the N, see? Let's go ahead and turn on Sketch. It's actually copy paste, grab this, pull it down here, make it bigger, and voila. There you go. And we're going to go ahead and turn off Sketch here. Come back and we can merge that down. Go here with the that. There we go. Make sure that, everything's good and set. Excuse me. There we go. Now we got the sound effect there. What is this? Okay, so that's actually part of the, okay. Just making sure. What is this? Okay. Okay, and let's go. Oh, jeez, what happened there? Oh yeah, that's right. I remember what happened. Holy crap! I really blew that out. I think I gotta go up to like 30 or 50 or something with this. OMG, yes, still, I've just got off work. Oh, dang, hopefully your work was alright. Got 63 people here. Just chillaxing. Look at that. But I'm probably not going to be going live that much longer, so I'm sorry. I kind of need to chill for a second. Do you live with a roommate or alone? You know, I'd rather not mention. Next thing I know, someone's gonna like come and murder me. All I will say is I do not have very many friends. This is actually a subject that I was going to get into during a subject-based video. Not about me not having friends, but it's going to be called The Sacrifice of an Artist. Something like that. Or The Artist's Sacrifice. And it's basically going to talk about the sacrifices and everything. Is this available on Webtoons as well? It's not available on Webtoons, but it is free on Voice Me. And there's already several chapters. So see, now you guys are starting to see a bit of a flow. When I'm inking over my own clean line work. Now this is when you can actually see me starting to get that whoosh, 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 manoosh. You're like, oh, let's see now. See what you're talking about, boy. Because I can kind of do what I want. Oof, my wrist is not having it right now. Let's see if I get a reply. I have not. Dang. Okay. Don't overwork yourself. That sounded bad. I don't know about you gotta do what you gotta do. You definitely have 6 foot tall wall of men guarding your house at all times. I'm calling it. All Kuzo, have you found time to continue that 600-page sketchbook? When I do practice, that's what I've been practicing in. But I haven't been able to practice very much with the deadlines and stuff, sadly. I can one day I'll do a rundown of my schedule. But for a quick rundown of my schedule, let's put it this way. We finish it either on Monday or Tuesday, or sorry, we finish it on Sunday or Monday, right? Because it has to go up Monday. And then, all of a sudden, when so we finish it on Monday or Tuesday. Sunday or Monday. Let's just say that we get it up, we finish it on Sunday. Let's just say that. And I take Monday off. Let's just assume I take Monday off, which I typically try to take Monday off. And then I take Monday off, and then Tuesday rolls around. And I have 50 panels to storyboard. I have two options. I can storyboard all the panels in one day, or I can try to storyboard them in 2 days. And then, if I storyboarded them, let's just say typically it would, if I wanted them to look, I wanted to be a little creative with them, because 50 panels is, it's quite a bit to storyboard in one day. And, I've done it. I've done it. It's just I'd like to spread it out between 2 days. So, let's just say I get it done in a day and a half, and I can start inking like 2 pages, would be like 4 panels, maybe 2 panels. So that would put us at the end of Wednesday. So we're at Wednesday, right? And then Thursday, you hop on the train to go full ink. Let's say you don't get that much done on Thursday because you only have 1 day off and you're pretty tired from paneling out 50 panels in a day and a half. And then doing some inking. So then you get to Friday, and you're only on panel maybe 15 or 20 out of all of them. And then all of a sudden it's Saturday, and you're on maybe panel 30, and then all of a sudden, Sunday, you're on panel 40, which I'm not on panel 40. So you could see how, if you don't actually really keep up on it, how things can really creep up on you. And not even just creep up on you, depending on the actual size and content of the chapter, it doesn't matter about creeping up on you. Sometimes there's just a lot of stuff. Like, for example, this chapter, there's a bunch of little people, all these bandits, and there's a lot of different kind of action, not like big monster, huge slash that takes up most of the panel action, because that's what the first 2-3 chapters were. You basically, a big portion of a panel, even if though it was an action panel, was allowed to be taken up by essentially this thing here. And then you would draw some rocks flying around and some speed lines. Here I got backgrounds, I got other bandits, I got people jumping around, I got swords clashing. It's a different amount of detail it's a little harder. I got buildings, not just rocks. Not to mention, when I did those intensive chapters, we weren't actually weekly when I was doing those. So, but those are the things to keep in mind about scheduling like that. That was a rough breakdown of the scheduling. Oh, my eyes, thank you so much. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Are you asking if you can post your comic on 2 sites? If so, pretty sure you can. I've seen people have... Yeah, you can post your stuff on 2 sites. There's nothing wrong with that. But the reason why people try not to is because you get a bigger fan base coming to one place if you send them all to one place. So, for example, if I posted something on Webtoons and Voice Me, where am I going to send them? To Webtoons or Voice Me? Which one? So you're not going to want to advertise both, because some people might go to Webtoons, some people might go to Voice Me, and that will split up your audience and your views. So that's why a lot of people would prefer to focus all in on one place they want to send their people. That's like having an Instagram for some sketches and some Instagram for some finished drawings. There's really not a point to it unless you do so many sketches and so many drawings a day that you're posting that it would be worth having two different channels to post them, which typically is not the case. When you see people creating two separate channels for those things, it's typically doesn't work out how they thought it would. I would have to say, like, I've even thought about doing it, and it's something that just it doesn't make a whole lot of sense at the end of the day. So then you'd be like, how would I choose which one? That's up to you, but I would choose based on which one would I be able to grow on more, or which one. So there's which one I would be able to grow on faster, and then there's the other option, even if there's one that you wouldn't be able to grow on faster, would I have a higher potential of getting published? Which one would I have a higher probability of getting actual money from, or published, or an original from? Which, by the way, both have original. Voice Me as original, and also as everyone knows, Webtoons has originals. Webtoons has a lot more restrictions to their originals, though, to keep in mind. Alright, I think that essentially nails down most of that. Let me go speed lines, and I think that can go over the effects. Special ruler, radial. I think this is yeah, that's a good spot. I'm going to I like this song. This is cool. Okay, now that feels really weird. Not the song, but this, So if we're doing that, I want it to actually... Okay. Okay, I know what I'm trying to get that here. Oh man, I'm starting to actually fall asleep. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Sorry, I'm trying to think what I want. So what do I want? If I were to maybe do this. No, let's say, what am I looking for here? Yeah, something a little less intense. So we're gonna try to pull it down here, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. That's fine with me. Thanks for inspiration. Hey, no problem, guys. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I think this is good enough. I don't really want to spend too much time on this. Alright. That should set that one. Let me get rid of that, see how it looks. Yeah, I think that works. And you know what's so funny about these types of bots? The funniest part about these bots is anyone who's on the internet watching this right now, why would they go to such a obvious place that is like begging you to get viruses? They would go to some mainstream hub. Like, come on, let's be real now. I mean, am I wrong? Like, why would you go to a place that's like, guess what? Free blah 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 and a virus. You're basically getting internet AIDS. I don't think they're young, they're just stupid. Bots like that, like, I don't, they're just trying to get people's information. They're trying to get people that are naive enough to click those to click it. Or even accidentally click it, that's another thing too. Because most people would not click that stuff, especially in this day and age. It's like, dude, literally, there's Google, if anything. Google. Google. He used to be that kid to do service to get money. Oh gosh. Kuzo, my goal. Well, thank you. I know, right? Webtoon has a big bot problem in their comments. They're all like, name of comic game with some random emoji and a link. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Holy cow. Okay, guys. Well, we've been going for 3 hours and 37 minutes. And I think that's gonna be about it. How you guys like this panel? Pretty dope panel. This is the one I've been wanting to do the whole time we've been on the stream, actually. Like, this is the one I actually was working towards. I wanted to do this one really badly. Color. I don't really do that many coloring ones. When I'm helping out or something like that, I'll do one, but I do want to color one on a video one day. Video, it could be live stream, but I would like to do it on a video and use that to my advantage because there's a title that seems to do well in search, and that is coloring my webtoons or something like that, you know? Seems to do well in YouTube search, so. And you'd be like, it's not a webtoon. Well, it's a tune that's on the web. I know technically there's a difference between the company and literally calling it a tune. For search sakes, I would call it a webtoon. My webtoon, only because it's searchable, and that's the point. Like, you're not gonna go off and if you're gonna be posting a video, unless you don't want it to be seen by anybody, which is what's the point of posting it? You're gonna want to have some sort of searchability. That's not a complete lie. There's a difference between the two. They're back. And their emojis are bad too. They're not even good emojis. Gotta do what all powerful algorithm wants. In a way, yes. I just finished my illustration and great drawing with you, Kuzo. That's awesome. I'm glad you finished. Well, I think I'm actually gonna call it a night, for the stream, that is. But, yeah. It was actually super fun doing this. I want to do it more often than not. But, yeah. In any case, that was super fun. You guys will see this coming up in the next chapter. But in any case, hope you have a good day or night wherever you live. See you guys in the next one. Peace.